Last time on Lawful Stupid. And these revelations were made known to you. Some of the history of the gods, that you had powers beyond anything that you knew you had. And maybe your dad isn't your dad?
Yeah, what? Hey, I'm still here with this priest, right?
Yeah.
Can I ask him to, I don't know, fucking clarify?
Uh, um, Maybe you should ask the questions.
Okay, so you said that his reverence doesn't have a son.
Could you tell me one more time, just so I'm clear on your father's name? Perhaps the name is popular and
Well, he's like the pope of our whole religion. So like it'd be pretty weird if you had him mixed up with like a different Archbishop Eclectus because he's like the one.
okay. How about this? I'm going to prepare some things, get some affairs in order, and you come back to me in a day or two. And I'll see if what I produce makes any sense to you.
I mean, I don't have a whole lot of other options here right now, sir. So your terms are acceptable.
And he, as you're sitting there, he turns once again, looks toward the back of this like chapel area, and nods once again. And the assistant there begins to walk away through a door that you can't see. And he says, "So it will be. Uh, I'm just not sure we're on the same page, and I think maybe this will help clear up some things."
Sure, I don't know why we can't just like talk about it. Like it's a little bit weird that you have to like put together a whole PowerPoint presentation, but respect.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
As you get up and leave, you look back and you see him like hurriedly exiting through a door in the front left of this building, up by the altar area.
We're saying never gonna see them guys again. Those guys are in a different area code. Those guys are already in a different like time zone and climate. Gone.
All right, and I think after that, where do you head off to?
I don't know, my room. I'm just gonna like listen to music for a while, put my head up, close the drawstrings. I'm gonna be adopted. I don't know, man.
Great. So you do that.
I've become so numb.
I think you spend some time. You've perhaps had the night to sleep on it, all three of you. And the next morning, you hear over this intercom system in your room, and Misery says, "Could you all meet me for breakfast?"
Of course.
Is it two-way?
Yeah. I would love to hear your replies. Only when you hear me do I hear you. I did not think about it.
Is it four-way? Because we're all here.
Yeah, I'm thinking. First of all, I'm a grown man. Second of all, I might be an orphan.
That's a lot of news to take over the intercom.
Yeah, let's go get breakfast.
Oh, sorry, I hit the 4-way button. I meant to hit the 1-way. I'll see you soon. And she clicks.
Pancakes, misery of the pancakes. Misery of the pancakes, please.
Pancakes it'll be. And you all meet up in the bar, which is now turned into some more of a breakfast nook place.
Bar.
Yeah, there are fruits and things on the countertop there. The drinks behind the bar are like cow's milk and apple juices and that kind of stuff.
It's continental breakfast.
Yeah, smell is wonderful. It is fantastic here.
Do we get to build our own waffles?
You do.
Oh, hell yeah.
And as you walk in, Groovy 176 is in like this butlered outfit, He's been outfitted now that he can roll around the floor instead of just being on this one track system.
Oh.
And he says, "Good morning. What can I get for you?"
Give me.
Ladies first. Wink,
Okay.
wink.
You don't have eyes. So alarming.
She's just like, okay. We'll go with orange juice and the waffles how I usually take it, please.
Beautiful day, isn't it? How do you take your waffles?
I feel like I ordered them enough, but all right. It has waffles, bananas, whipped cream, chocolate syrup on top, please and thank you.
Delicious. And then he turns to William's character. William, you know we don't have brandy in the mornings. Delicious.
I feel like Lucian gave you a mug of never-ending booze. I feel like you really don't like mead, and it makes every time you get into a situation where you don't have booze and you don't reach for the mug, Lucian just goes, "Feels like my present." Okay. Okay, I feel better now.
You should.
Gotcha. Well, I just didn't know if you. Well, the mimosa is very funny. You know we don't have brandy morning. All right, I'll have a mimosa.
It's the breakfast drinky.
Mm.
And for you,
I'll have a waffle because I don't deserve pancakes, and just plain because I don't deserve topping.
explain.
This is a plain waffle, man.
But have your pancakes.
I don't deserve pancakes, Miss B.
Explain.
I haven't earned them. Pancakes are for winners with dads. I don't fucking know.
Now. I never had a father. And look at me. And
Hey,
he does like a twist.
You're like a robot who serves pancakes, man. So like, I appreciate you, but
What's not to want?
yeah, you're right.
Lucian, order your pancakes, please.
I don't want pancakes are for winners.
And he as you're saying that, he wheels away. And Mystery's there. She's eating her waffles already.
She chose waffles. It's not some sort of self penance. I don't get it.
She is currently cattailing herself as she eats them.
Yeah. Self-flagellation and waffles adds up.
She says, "All right, children, get a good breakfast, and then we will send you off. Of course, we can't talk here. I just wanted to make sure you had a full belly before you headed off." And so, Groovy 176 will bring out the waffles for everyone with whipped cream, chocolate sauce, and bananas, and then a mimosa with steak and eggs. And he brings out and sits in front of Lucian the biggest, most beautiful. I hope you like butter because they were cooked with butter on each side too. Pancakes, and in chocolate chips, he spelled out "You're a winner" with a side of syrup on it.
I might actually cry. Woo! Thanks, Groovy.
You're welcome.
I guess I did have a dad all along.
He has a mustache on too now.
Prestidigitated on.
That's my boy. And so you enjoy meals, and she walks you back up through the elevator because you're in the KNG headquarters. It's a beautiful day outside, and she says, it's time for you to set off, I feel. I will be here. When you find out what Riz has for you, please let me know. It's been some time since I've spoken with him myself.
All right, let's start this cool backwards walkabout.
Okay.
She just lays down, spread eagle on the road.
Okay, and yeah, what are you doing there? Wait, what is this?
This is from your boy, right? Didn't like the guy that you used to advise? He was like, "I'm going to hide these for you" or something, right? Oh,
Oh, you've been so good. Yes. Who
yeah, that's
put it
cool.
there?
Hey, Ginge, edit out our confusion.
That's real good. Yeah. Okay.
Live
Hey,
video, everybody, you get to see everything, but Ginge edit out that
just a little
confusion.
bit. If you're in the Discord and you're doing KNG roleplay, characters are allowed to take some of that stuff and bring it over, and you just did. So
Nice.
Nice.
I feel
so
like Miss B
studious.
has been like looking over Lucian and like digging through her pockets, offering him like trail mix, a
Hey, Lily.
banana, curly straw.
I think she keeps like pulling things out of her bag and offering them to Lucian, and he can't see them because he's got a blindfold on.
Well, she'll describe what it is. You want a
Okay.
band-aid?
No,
Oh, this one has a smiley face on it though.
I don't have a smiley face on me though.
This is why you need the band-aid, so you have a smiley face.
Okay, I guess I might as well have one.
She'll put it on his cheek.
Hmm.
Very Nelly of you.
How do I look? Happy?
Your sticker looks happy.
Hell yeah.
I have glitter. Do you want glitter? You can
No, I'm fine.
sparkle.
I don't need to sparkle.
All right. Well, if you're ready to get the show on the road, time is probably of the essence.
Yeah.
Lucian, what has got you so down?
I don't know, man. Like my dad.
What about him?
Apparently, like he might not even exist, and if he does exist, like maybe I'm not his son.
That seems crazy, but you all gave up, and she looks at all three. The lives you had before anyway, and you're doing it to save them.
Yeah, but if because of my choices, if he doesn't exist anymore, did I save him? Doesn't feel like I did.
I don't know.
Oh, why would they not exist anymore?
Yeah, man, you're so great. You guys, hey, if you didn't know, my dad, he's the archbishop. He's the guy. He's the dude. And like, I went and talked to a priest, and I was like, hey, what do you know about this guy? And he's like, I don't know who my boss is. Like, I don't know who the head of our religion is. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So
I know Miss B has no reason for knowing. Can I roll a history check? Does this guy actually exist? In
my
my own
dad,
memory?
No,
Yeah.
the Pope, my dad, the Pope.
you would.
Yeah.
So what I would wonder about your character is she. Gosh.
You
Um,
would see him around, and like he would be doing like magical, televised, televangelical like stuff. Like you would see, you would know. I know what the Pope looks like. I couldn't tell you his name, maybe, but I know what he looks like. I've seen him on TV and shit.
you know the name. It's not unfamiliar, but you can't picture him, and you're not sure why it's important.
No, that sounds about right for her character. Thank you. I just wanted to know. You know, I know him, and I did not know of you before.
Well, that's cool.
Well, he was saying his existence. He was saying he didn't exist, so that's
I'm not. I'm not sure which one's worse, frankly. Don't you own children? I mean, I don't know. I don't know about the laws. I guess you know more about laws than I would, William.
more of rear them rather than own them.
You do what to him?
Raise.
Oh, like with magic?
Specifically from the dead. Totally.
Necromancy. You know what? Nova says, hate the necromancy, not the necromancer. So, you know, I accept you as you are.
True that. I said that's true.
That right there? True.
She's trying to be hip with the times.
She is trying to be hip replacement with the time.
I'm glad to see you're smiling again at
I'm
my
not.
expense. Oh,
I'm not. I said that dead back.
I'm gonna miss you all.
Just me.
You'll come back.
Probably come back.
What's the
You'll
this the
probably
way
be
you
back.
meet somebody when they go away for a little while and then come back?
All
Oh,
right.
I have these for you. And she pulls out individualized baggies of cookies,
Oh
2 or
yes.
3 in each one.
Last time I ate cookies,
I tried to get your likeness in them. I make good cookies, but shaping them can be a little difficult. Lucy, I hope you don't mind. I made 2 with your eyes that can be seen, and 2 with your pillowcase around your head.
makes misery. Yeah, probably just walk backwards, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably just walk backwards. Does it work when I look over my shoulder and walk backwards if I'm blindfolded?
If you
Probably
weren't
not,
blindfolded, you would see it. Yes.
Okay, I'll probably take my blindfold off so that I don't get lost in the magic journey.
Yeah. And so I'm not going to do a whole lot of crazy stuff for you. You look backwards, and you walk backwards the entire
We relay to each other everything we discover on our individual
like peripheries. Yeah. Or
researches.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? Like what Miss B found in the library and what William found. I don't know where it went.
I think
No,
you
in
guys
fact,
have
relay it
that
to me. Tell
conversation
me.
because I'd like to hear reactions. Yeah.
So hey, what did you guys find out? Probably better stuff.
It felt like a dead end. There's no need to talk about it.
Okay, cool. What about you? What you find anything neat? Cool. Okay. How many does KNG have? Well, okay, so we'll pretend possession. We'll pretend possession is 9 fences long. We'll say the KNG has 3, right? And you're part of KNG, so it makes sense. That basically means you have 3 right now, as long as we're part of KNG. So, with that in mind, KNG is holding on to 3. Cool. And there's what, 6 total? Because there's 6 gods. That makes sense. So 3 are missing.
Yeah,
We've got pretty good leads on 2 of them. One's in like an earthquake town, and one's in like some other place, right?
I believe like a business area.
It's just in an industrial park downtown.
At one point, you guys are walking, and there is a fairly large river that runs kind of right through the middle of this portion of the continent. And it is an old bridge, very old bridge. And so it is enough for one of you to go through at a time. And so I would like for you to tell me who is going to go across first.
Lucian will go first. He's spry as fuck. If something goes wrong, he should be able to get out of it pretty easy.
Okay. And as you approach the bridge, you see the ropes. It's a rope bridge, wooden planks. Some are missing, cracked, just very old, it seems. Dips pretty low as it crosses the 30-foot distance from one side to the other. And the drop below is about 200 to the water. It's a pretty steep cliff face here. And,
do you need me to roll something, or?
Yeah, so as you begin to make your way across, I would like for you to roll. How far are you going? Are you taking it slow, or are you just normal pace, and you're still going backwards?
I think that Lucian, especially because we just leveled up and your boy took another level a monk, I feel like he feels very sure on his feet. I feel like he's got a lot of command and control over his body, and he's just gonna go like normal, just steady and fluid.
Okay, at one point you're stepping very, very solidly. There's a piece of wood that's just, this is the camel's hair on it, right? And so any motion on it is going to set the crack. So I'd like for you to roll a deck save as you step on this board backwards. I guess you can stand the balls of your feet, or if you're flat foot, I don't know how you're doing it.
I tell you what, if I'm successful in this deck save, I'm just gonna do like a backflip. I think. We'll talk about that later. I rolled an 11.
Okay, so you step down and you think you're doing very well, and the board cracks and your foot falls into it, and you are able to grab on to the piece of wood that's in front of you, but you begin to hear it sort of straining under the weight.
I think that in this moment, something very unique happens that hasn't happened to Lucian ever in his entire life. Kind of like from above him materialize these gigantic, like they're like arms. They're like human man arms with fists and fingers, and they are just black like the night sky, but just littered with 1,000 million stars and cosmos interweaved. And they like float, they materialize above him and kind of float down. One slaps him on the back of the head. The other one reaches into his pocket, pulls out a cigarette, puts it in his mouth. The other one comes out and lights it. And then they kind of like rest and they come to rest and like being over top of Lucian's arms, and his just reach is extended to 10 feet, and he can use wisdom instead of strength for any checks. And I think he just reaches up with his new spectral arm and pulls himself onto the bridge.
Were either of you other two happen to be looking back at this time? Then go ahead.
And I think that happens, and he just like looks very strangely for a second. He's like puffing on the cigarette that's in his mouth now, and shrugs with giant arms and just keeps walking backwards. Oh, and you'll note that the light in his eyes has diminished slightly since he's blindfolded. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that looks new. I don't know what that is. Would you like to go first? That way I can keep watch on you. Yes, but if the bridge gets weaker each time we cross it, then you should probably go first since I'm rather dexterous.
Okay, and you are able to see. You take the exact steps that he's taken.
I
I'll
think
say
Lucian will like. Is there like a big like point where the boards are missing now, or is there like a gap?
yes. There's a gap now.
Yeah, I think Lucian will stay there to help William across. Maybe do you need that help, or are you good? Okay, then I'll just keep trucking. That way we don't have that much weight on it at once. I'll just get out of dodge. And,
It's 30 feet across. I think you're able to avoid the one place that was weak. That Lucian was also across, and I guess when you're halfway across, Lucian, are you off at this time, or are you going just all the way off?
yeah, I'm just gonna come off of the bridge and just like wait there.
Okay. And then Miss B, you're up.
Okay. She'll go across. Shouldn't be any
Okay.
problem.
And I think as you step over the big gap there, you that board is as weakened as William has gone across. And go ahead and roll a dex save for me.
Sweet. 15?
Yeah, I think you step in the middle, you hear it crack, but you're able to you're not putting all of that weight on that foot, and you're able to jump back quickly, remain backwards, and then finish out the rest of the bridge on to the other side. And you notice that on this side of the bridge, it's the rope is almost completely worn down. There's like one strand or one cord of that rope that has been twined that is barely holding on to the other side.
Can I cast mending on it?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I'll just cast mending on it so that like if we have to come back this way, it's not fucking wrecked.
Perfect. And you do, and the rope weaves itself back together very strongly to the post that it's tied around and attached to. Okay, you beat my rope puzzle.
Yay.
That's
I just have big arms now.
I'm still the same.
10 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really I don't have an answer for this one.
Why are they all dark?
I mean, we can definitely talk about it. I just well, so like when I go to my mind place, where I go to recover my key and generate my light in the vast void of darkness that is my inner self, it kind of looks like this, but it's just like one light. This looks like a million billion of them. So it's probably just like really zoomed out all of Nova's light and glorious creation. I mean, I mean, it's definitely like it's this. I used key to do this. I can feel that this is like my power that I've studied and meditated for manifesting itself in this new and interesting way.
Miss
I don't know why they are so mean to me. They do seem, my own arms do appear to hate me. And you can see that like every now and again, like one of the arms will just like drift over, like pinch Lucian on the cheek and he goes, ah, and he realizes it and like makes it go back down.
That's not very kind of your new arms.
Well, they're new. So that's, you know, you gotta work the kinks out. He kind of just like crosses big arms, like tucks them, like so they can't get into any trouble. It just looks giant across his chest.
If they ever come undone, Miss B is going to try and hold one just to see what happens.
That's fair. I'm gonna try to keep them tucked in. DM, do I need to make a roll for arm tucking?
No, I mean, I guess in 60 you really have to.
In 60, you probably do, right? What do you call that? A sleight of hand? Probably.
Slide of large arms.
Because my hands are constantly sliding me.
So let me see if I'm getting this picture right. Yeah.
Well said, hand, because your hands are sliding you.
Let me make sure I'm getting this right. So your arms, is it kind of like there's almost like this magical sleeve that's very similar to your arm, but like just huge and masculine?
No, so let me.
Covered in.
I would like you to imagine a man that looks exactly like Lucian, but doubled in all dimensions. That's the size of the arms we're talking about. They're big arms. And so like those arms are like superimposed over his arms. So like they come like way up his shoulder. They have almost like a like what you would maybe see on like knight's armor, which is like almost like a cage. It's like it's like perpendicularly lined pieces of mass. It would be metal if he were wearing like gauntlets, but
okay,
it's made out of this what looks like, I mean, the cosmos. It looks like space. It looks like, there's, if you looked closely at his arms, they're actually constantly always in motion. They're like meteorites that are dancing across in like this night sky cosmos. There are stars that are supernovaing and imploding. And it's like a real time snapshot of the cosmos, but just like as a sick 3D skin on your weapons. Like,
okay.
Is that cool? Is that?
I love it.
Okay, I just want to make sure I was describing. But right now, he's got these giant arms that are superimposed these like little bodies. Like, so they're not so long that like they would like his knuckles would drag across the ground, or that he would like run on his. He could do like a sick back handspring, but he's not like running on his hands or anything like that. But they are like much longer, like down, like past his knees. Like they hang much lower because they're just big old arms, and he's got them crossed right now.
I need that. Let me see that.
Over his crossed over his little body, which actually like makes it like this big fucking barricade for him. He feels very protected and safe right now as he hugs himself.
I love
self-love.
Self-love, the biggest kind of love.
Yeah.
All right, and you're walking backwards, and I think you are successful. Like I said, it's about a day's journey backwards you're getting closer all the time. This tower growing larger and larger when you see it first time, you see it stretching into the clouds. And there seems to always be clouds around. It never seems like, even when the sky is clear, it's like there are clouds surrounding this tower. And as you come into about 100 feet of it, there are no trees surrounding this area, but you notice that it is set right in the middle of this lake.
Now I gotta swim backwards in a lake?
So it sits atop like a small, very small piece of land. I mean, the circumference of this thing is gigantic, but what land sticks out around it is not much. And yeah, so it has about a 40-foot or 50-foot distance from the bank that you've landed at. Crystal blue water. You can see all the way to the bottom and out to this island.
I would never want to impose on you, William. But only one of us has to swim. If you make that disc of yours, that floating disc, we could just hop right on that. Oh, he still can. Oh, I didn't know. I was trying to force the issue. Ooh.
Yeah, it's a tie.
Yeah, he's got a tie. Yeah.
He's not a
I'm
monster.
looking at the sticker. He's not a monster. He's a distinguished gentleman. Lucian, hold on to all your stuff. Keep it dry. Yeah, I'm looking over my shoulder the whole time. I'm guiding him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we just like tugboat behind him.
And you get across. You're able to get out very easily onto the land. I'm guessing you press the digitation, boom, dryness.
Yeah. And
like, and this comes across. You guys get off, and there is a large wooden door. that is in front of you now.
I
Well, I say it's
not
behind you. But
Oh yeah. Are we ready for what lies on the other side of this?
yeah,
Or a
and
doorbell.
actually, so as around, so it's like one of those like circle around the top doors or ovular. Yes, an arch, as it were. Thank you. And there are around the border of that arch pictures of like dragons flying, men fighting in a battlefield. Then at the top, there's kind of like someone with like their hands open, kind of like a larger picture than all of the others that you see. As it continues to go around, you see like those same men on the other side of the battlefield, like laying in a field. And then the dragons continue to fly around. It even continues down to the bottom, to the ground, and around the circumference. If you were to follow it around, you would see there are more pictures as it goes around.
I think as Lucian's taking in this like pretty heavy scene with like this kind of runic and mysterious carving, he begins to just giggle softly as his two hands begin to tickle him as he keeps them crossed, and he just dissipates them. He just shakes them and they fade away into just like, I don't know, black smoke, dust,
All right.
stardust.
Is there a door knocker?
There is a large golden one, almost like your hand can't even go around this one.
He got rid of the big arms before.
Oh well, I would have done it. No, they were tickling me. Sorry. I still have my arms. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
I get on my tippy toes in both hands. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah. Well, you'd have to like go 20 feet. That's fine. Okay. It's just okay.
I'll
Yeah.
help with the knocker.
Yeah. Just don't know. Use this as a knocker.
Okay, and so you stand up on the disc and you're able to knock 3 times on this wooden door, and it creaks open.
Do you think we still have to walk backwards going inside?
Probably through the threshold, and then we can turn around.
My neck is in a crick.
I hate it.
What?
Southern
crick
slang
creek.
brought to you by.
Oh, I know.
Dwayne.
I know it's a
I
creek.
love it.
Okay, so we walk in backwards, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it disappears. You're supposed to walk in forward, and then when you look over your shoulder. No, zebra. No, you walk in as you turn and walk forward. You're in the building now, and there's an elaborate staircase, white stairs, kind of gold railing. It's pretty bright in here, not bright enough to where it hurts your eyes. It's a beautiful scene inside this tower. There are some paintings of dragonborn and kobolds, like serving them fruit and like grapes and leaves blowing at them. And then there's just kind of some more of those elaborate scenes of like actual dragons breathing different types of fire, just kind of placed around as you would walk up this staircase. As you get to the top of the staircase, there's like a hatch, a door above you. It's closed.
I knock on the hatch, shaving a haircut.
Yeah.
You do, and something flings that door open very quickly. And you're the one who's like have knocked on it, so you're right there. Lucian, is that right?
Sure.
You're face to face with a blue dragonborn, and you can feel the heat of from his breath on your face. And he says, "What took you so long?" And he grabs you, reaches down and grabs you, and picks you up and gives you the biggest hug.
Yeah, I'm not used to walking backwards. That hurt so badly.
And then he kind of touches your neck on each spot, and you feel that
Uh-huh.
pain go away.
Oh. Thanks.
Sorry, it was necessary.
Hey guys, come on up. It's a cool guy.
Do you both go up?
Yeah.
As you go up, he kind of looks at you both, and a big smile, those sharp teeth look at you, and he runs over and grabs you both as well. And he's probably 7 feet
no.
tall.
Yep. Also pass, please. Thanks.
So I imagine he tries to grab you, and you guys just
They just
duck him.
duck. Yeah.
And now he pulls the Lucian, and he's hugging himself. He's like, "Oh, okay, I guess that's fine." So he says,
Mhm.
"Oh, you still don't remember me? That's okay. Yeah, you will."
Is it? Is it okay? Because
What?
I don't think it is okay if we don't. Because I'd like to remember all my memories.
We have a lot. I've been tracking you for some time. The little spiders that you have seen, and sometimes, and he
Oh.
looks at Miss B. He says, "Smashed on occasion, were mine." And he kind of pulls his hand over to motion to this table against a far wall that has
Covered
just
in spiders.
a bunch of like metal spiders.
Still
Yes.
spiders.
Yep.
Robot
I feel
spiders
like-
doesn't make it better.
Miss B is like slowly putting her hands to where she keeps her daggers. Like, oh,
Thank-
I don't like this.
Lucian's slowly raising his hands into the eat you the fuck up position.
No, misery sent you. I'm your friend. This I don't mean you any harm.
hmm
Let's start with names. You seem to know ours. What's up?
I am Riz,
hmm
servant of Pagoma,
Okay.
child of Pagoma.
Child of Pagoma. Okay.
I'm. What do you mean?
His boss is a god, William. His boss slash mom. Okay. Well,
I
here you go. I
I'm
take out
in
my
charge. Yes, I appreciate that about you as well. I'm Riz, Dragonborn, as we've put. We worked together a long time ago, a really long time ago.
Well, I just turned 19, so did I help you fight a great evil as an infant?
I still consider.
Yeah,
And he
because
looks over.
I would probably make a boom boom if I were to murder an ancient evil.
What is a boom boom?
Oh, it's a hot brown downtown.
You mean poop your pants?
Well, if I was
I
a baby,
get it
yeah.
now.
If I was a baby infant and I just killed the ancient primordial evil, yeah, I would probably make a boom boom.
Well, relative to Miss Beatrice here, you are a baby of sorts.
Well, no, I'm an adult man of 19 years of age. But in this time, in the long, long ago, if I was doing stuff with you, I would have been a baby then.
I've missed you so much. It's so good to see you all. Finally.
I still don't even know who you are, even though you claim to be from our past.
I'm Riz. I'm a blue dragonborn.
Yeah. How do we know you,
No.
Riz?
Mhm.
How do we know you, Blue Rizberry?
The details are a little mucky, but we were a team. We fought together
Yeah, when was this?
before the blossoming.
Yeah, so here's the thing about that.
Wasn't alive then.
No, not even a little bit. Wasn't even. My line hadn't begun. My entire ancestry was pretty wishy-washy at that point.
Kind of rubs his face. He had a hood on before, and he pulls that hood back, and he's got like this rather large, like blue spikiness that starts just sort of at the back of his head and goes down his spine. It disappears into these brown robes he's wearing, and he says, "You all might want to take a seat." And he
Lucian
walks
drops down
over. You what?
Lucian drops down immediately. Crisscross applesauce.
He says, "Oh no, by the fire, much more comfortable over there." You know,
he scoots on his arms, still keeping his legs crisscross applesauce, over to the fire.
And as you begin to walk over, you didn't notice her at first, but there is another person in this room.
Oh,
cool.
Who the hell's here?
And you see the back of her head as she faces the fire that is against one wall. And you notice that she has this reddish hair.
It's Ilaria Foxwood.
In braids.
Ilaria Foxwood.
And
yeah.
Ilaria Foxwood, isn't it?
The girl says, "Aren't you going to introduce me, Riz?"
Yeah, what's her name, Riz? Is it Ilaria Foxwood?
"Oh, I'm so sorry." And as she stands up and turns to face you, you see this redhead with freckles on her face, and she has a sword slung over her back. And he says, "This is my acquaintance, Ilaria Foxwood."
Hey, Ginger, I don't know all the times I said it. Hey, it's Ilaria Foxwood. So it's a really dramatic reveal.
Yes. And that's where we'll end the episode.
What? It's only 46 minutes, Devin?
Yeah, we got 15 more to go.
All right, cut that out. Pause. Okay, here we go.
You can end the episode wherever you want to, Devin. You're the boss.
No, it is too early. I think I just saw the wrong numbers. I think I saw 56 instead of 46.
Well, now we're kind of almost out of time. I've only got 13 minutes left.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I think that's the move.
Actually, Jen, I double lied. Go end back where we said not to, and then do it. Yes.
No. I will not be made to pay for my sin. No, Jen.
Keep it all.
Jen, don't listen to your wife, Jen.
Don't.
True. Devin, you have creative license.
Let me look at the 60 rules real quick. Let's see. What does that say? Oh, don't look at that page.
Here's a blank piece of paper.
It says right here.
It says sexy goblin ?
Hey everybody, thanks for listening to today's episode. I'm not sure what's going to post, and I can't wait to listen to it. Episode 25 coming at you. I just hope you're having a good time. I don't know if you are, but we're going to pass it on to the next person who's going to tell you about something that's going on in the life of Lawful Stupid. That's awesome. Mm.
You gotta go look at him. You gotta go look at him.
Yeah.
You add it to your wish list. And if you do, we'll have more money to spend it.
However, if those dice are too pricey, for $1 at patreon.lawfulstupid.org, you can support our show. And you don't have to buy metal dice at like what, $20, $40, $60? I don't know. They're very pocket heavy. Don't like them. However, unless you're me, I have like all metal dice. That's how I live my life. Otherwise, come support us.
Nice. You know what dice roll is always worth the price? Your Roll for Humanity. Now, this month, Roll for Humanity is going to be heading up to support the America's Forest Fire Relief. That's RELEAF. And you know what? The fires come in and they burn up all the trees. And we need them trees. We're breathing it.
Yep.
They come up behind the fire and they go, we gonna play a little trick on you. You plant new trees. Got them. Take that, fire. So we need to support them and their stealth rolls against flames. So join me in rolling for them. Roll for Humanity. I roll right now. Let's see what we get. We got a 10-ski. A little 10-ski, little tenor.
All right. I'll add it on in there. It's pretty good. Pretty middle of the road.
It's exactly. And we're gonna keep going for them all month, and you can too. So let me know what you rolled. Tell me what you rolled, coward. No one's told me. I've been shouting at you to tell me what you rolled. Literally, no one has approached me and said, "Hey, let me tell you what I rolled." 0 people. 0 out of all of them. So really starting to lose faith in people, just in general.
Things getting pretty bad.
Things
pretty
getting
bad out here.
Bleak.
So yeah, help me. This is a cry for help me, please. Tell me what you rolled.
And as always, I'm going to end this episode on a good news story. I'm just going to read the headline here. Stunning cafes that make you feel like you're stepping into a comic book while you dine. That's it. It just stops.
That's it. I agree.
Man, I guess like order of operations, I have to take it to the fact that your girlfriend Gwen Stacy will die and just be like, oh, bad things in comics will happen to you. But that's what I thought Dwayne was going to do. So like my next step above that was going to be the fact that comics are dead. Nobody buys them anymore or reads them. And all the writers are bad and they sabotage every one of their fans. And I haven't seen anybody walk into a comic book store, even though I have 20 long boxes full of comics in my basement. I haven't seen anybody walk to a comic book store in like 4 years. So like, yeah, comics are dead. So if you walk into a cafe that puts you in a comic book, it's just the dead zone. It's just people talking about Deadpool.
This got real dark.
It's just people talking
we'd like
about
to thank
Deadpool
our
for
sponsor,
fucking
comicbooks.com.
For just fucking forever. Chimichangas! XP random.
So mad. Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening. We love you.
Hey, no, Avon gets to take the story too.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know where.
You know what? No, I'll do a did you know, because we hardly ever see Ginger on the show. He goes to comic book stores and he buys comic books. But do you want to know what comic books he does buy?
The only comic book that I know anyone is buying nowadays is Turtles. Is it Turtles?
No.
What is it?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, it's so Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers, and Sonic would be the third. Like they're like not even anything that like not a superhero in the fucking lot. But like these weird offshoots are kind of keeping comics alive.
Yeah. So talk to Ginger in the Discord server about Sonic the Hedgehog. He'll probably love it. Ping him. Do it.
Read all of Ginger Sonic the Hedgehog erotic fan fiction at the $6.
Can we do like Ginge fan fiction? Like it just starts right there, and where he's sitting at work.
First of all, you need to keep your eyes out of my dream journal. Second of all, keep my pretty name out of your mouth.
All right, and okay.
We love you.
Love you. Bye. Bye. Because we're on video, so you have to now, Devin. Don't make it weird. Please, I'm begging you. Please don't make it weird.